information that I should finish in 5 minutes, so I'm 5 minutes late. But I would like to wrap up this discussion. Many very good points has been mentioned here, and the top ones that I chose are that we need actually a matchmaking platform that would boost also very risky and business angel investments to startup projects. We should focus also on business education and educating or changing the culture and the perception of entrepreneurship in general, starting already at very early stages of education. Shaul also mentioned the point that we should centralize institutions that are focusing on innovation. This is the case, of course, of the Office of the Chief Scientist. I know the case of Slovakia, there are several institutions, starting from the Ministry of Economy, Ministry of Education, and various agencies who are focusing on innovation, and there is very hard, it's very hard to achieve or fulfill some kind of coordination between these bodies. Also, Ratko, you mentioned that we should try to involve corporates, and we are trying to do that in our everyday job because we persevere in terms of supporting innovation. We are trying to connect the private sphere with the government, with the academia, with small and middle-sized enterprises, and also with corporates. So we see a crucial added value for innovation that the corporates can also play in this ecosystem. And of course, Tony, you mentioned that scaling up is one of the top questions or top problems that we should tackle here in the European Union. We still need to learn from the US best practices because their companies are scaling up on a much faster path than here in Europe. And you mentioned that we should partner our role. We are trying to do it here within the Visegrad region, but we are trying to do it also on a European level and also on an international level, because yesterday we have invited 11 people from all around the world, from Silicon Valley, from London, from Israel, from Finland, and many other countries who participated here in an advisory board. That is the advisory board of the Ministry of Economy, and they are trying to assist us with the direction on what we should do as the government in terms of supporting and enhancing innovation. So we are really trying to cooperate. This is actually our basic principle at our work, and I hope that the fruits will be actually tangible very soon, and I would like to ask also the private sphere to be very patient because you know, the policies, it takes some time to have an effect in the economy. So thank you very much for coming, and thank you very much for hosting us here. I would like now my friend Robert Vaš to conclude this great summit, and maybe I can welcome you here on the stage. Thanks.
Does it work? Yes. Sorry, I hate to be the last one, the last speaker, and to divide you from lunch, but I won't have a long speech, only 40 minutes. Don't worry, I will make it really fast because all the smart things were already said during the last 3 days, and I can't get any smarter than the 80 excellent speakers that we have had here during the last 3 days. And I would like to thank for all the panelists that have contributed to the success of this conference. Thank you. So just let me give you a little statistics and a little assessment whether we achieved what we wanted to achieve. First of all, we set several objectives and goals for this year's Tatra Summit. We wanted to build a platform that will not only be an integral part, to create a platform which would symbolize the ambition of Central Europe to be a driving force of political change and economic change in Europe. And I think that we've achieved that. When I look into the number of participants, 800 participants from 35 countries, including 70 media members, I think we achieved a lot this year. So I think that deserves a big thanks for everybody who has come here to Bratislava. Thank you. The second objective was to generate ideas on the future of Europe. And I think we had 3 days of inspiring debates, not only in this room, but also in the dozens of side meetings that we had, policy sessions, business meetings, in the sidelines, in the corridors, in the meeting rooms. And these meetings have contributed to tackle very concrete issues for the future of Europe. And it is up to all of us that these ideas do not stay only in this hotel, in this room, but we will work with them in the future. The third objective was to facilitate the discussion between business and government, because we believe that if we want to boost the